Hello there, and in this video we are going to be working with word problems but turning them into lines on a graph. Let's get started. Mrs. Shannon has $50. She spends $10 each week on essential oils. Here I have lavender and here I have spearmint. I love the minty kinds. They're just so refreshing. Now that I'm smelling minty, let's get started. We need to find the starting value. Well, it says Mrs. Shannon has $50. That is where we start. $50 is the starting value because from there, each week, Mrs. Shannon spends $10 on essential oils. So the rate of change is negative $10 because I am spending that money, I'm not saving it. So if we had to write an equation based on these two values, think of it as your y-intercept and your slope. So you already know your equations when you graph a line are in the form y equals mx plus b, where m is your slope and b is your y-intercept. Just plug those numbers in. B is your 50, that's your starting value, that's the y-intercept, and then your slope is negative 10. Our equation of the line is y equals negative 10x plus 50. Now let's go ahead and graph this. On our y-axis, we have the amount of money that Mrs. Shannon starts with, and on our x-axis, we have the number of weeks that she spends it. Now you know what to do. First things first, always graph the y-intercept, or in this case, the starting value first. The starting value is $50. Awesome. That means I have 50 bucks in my wallet, but I will be spending money, so the graph will be going down. It is a negative slope. What is our slope, or what is the rate of change? Negative 10. But since it's negative 10, remember slope is always written as a fraction, rise over run. So what is this invisible number underneath it? A 1. Because negative 10 divided by 1 is still negative 10. It doesn't change the value of the slope being negative 10. So from here, since it's negative, we go down 10 over 1. Continue that line. Down 10 to 30 now for week 2. Down 10 to $20 now for week 3. Remember, it's always 10 down, 1 over. 10 down would be 0, 1 over. So that means by the 5th week, I will have $0. And so this right here represents our story. Mrs. Shannon started with $50. Every week she spent $10 on new essential oils. This is a visual representation of the function. So that's all you have to do. You take your word problem, you identify the starting value and the rate of change, simply graph the starting value first as the y-intercept, and then your slope is always rise over run. But in this case, since it's negative, you go down, you fall and then run. Fall and then run. Alrighty, you've got this. Good luck.